when you say that Muhammad came with the same message as the previous prophets, how do you verify that? You go back and you read the message of the previous prophets to see if Muhammad lined up. So when you say specifically now, Muhammad lined up with Jesus, the Quran lined up with the Injil, it came with the same message. How do you verify that? You use the Injil. You go back to the message of Jesus. You read the Injil to judge and see whether or not Muhammad is telling the truth.
Why do I have to go back? Why do I have to go back to go and to see if Muhammad is telling the truth? Because whatever he said, I have already seen and believe that he is the messenger. Okay, so what's your question today?
My question today is, what is the Injil?
Injil is a book that was revealed from God, Allah, to Isa alayhi salam.
Yeah, but what was that?
People.
Okay, go ahead.
To send a message to the people, to the people of that time. That was the people of Isa alayhi salam time.
Okay.
Send a message like to follow Islam, and then Allah is one, and Allah is one.
Allah is
and
one.
Islam is the only true religion.
Islam is the only true religion.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's investigate.
And then I have evidence in the Quran, Surah 546.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, sure. Give me something. You're the first person to actually try to tell me what the Injil is and with the verse. So yeah, go ahead. You know that when you're off the app, I can't hear you, right?
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, but if you want, I can get the verse for us. You said 546?
Okay. Yeah, 546.
Yeah.
So
it's
the
a good
546 states that the angel was sent from God to Jesus by Allah.
It says we sent.
Muhammad was the one, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told in that surah 546. And I can read the Arabic.
It's okay. We got the English there. It's okay. It says, and we sent, following in their footsteps, Jesus, the son of Mary, confirming that which came before him in the Torah, and we gave him the gospel, in which was guidance and light, and confirming that which is between his hands of the Torah as guidance and instruction for the righteous.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's beautiful. Now, so you were giving me specifics, which I thank you for. You were saying that the gospel was a book given to Jesus that that was a message teaching to follow one God, follow the religion of Islam, that's the only way, that's the only truth, and things of this nature.
Yeah, so it's just to clarify to us, that's the people of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to clarify to us that Torah is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to Jesus. So it's just to clarify to us that the Quran came after the Torah. So we should accept that, but that time has passed. So now we have the Quran from, because all the prophets they were sent to their people and they were given a message. And it's one message. So the Quran was given to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then the Torah was given to. The Injil was given to Injil. The Torah was given to
Jesus, right?
Yep, Jesus.
All right, got you. Now,
that time has passed. Yep.
Wait, here's what's interesting.
So you guys.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me. Can I?
Okay.
All right. So what's interesting is that the Quran doesn't say that the gospel or the Torah was only just for that time, but actually was legit for
from Allah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, not just from Allah, but it was the Christians were supposed to be using the gospel even during Muhammad's time. That was supposed to be their book, even when the Quran came.
Well, so even the time of Isa alayhi salam, Allah sent him to tell the people to come to Islam, right? So the Torah is like to follow the way of Isa alayhi salam. That was his time.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So you said that in the gospel, Jesus was teaching them to follow Islam. So where do you find this? Where in this Injil does Jesus say follow Islam?
Well, I haven't read the Injil, to be honest with you, because I don't focus on that. I only focus on the Quran because that's what yeah. So my Quran is the only. I got you. I have evidence and everything I have read. So because I was born a Muslim, right? I've been reading Quran since when I was 2. So
yeah, well, you're supposed to go. You're supposed to go to the previous. You're supposed to go to the previous scriptures too. So like when you say in the Injil, Jesus taught this, this, and this. Wait.
And to be honest with you, when I was young, we had this a scholar that that taught us the Quran and everything about Islam. I know that we went through that book, but I didn't focus on it. I only focus on the Quran.
All right. So this, I want you to hear my perspective. When, as a Muslim, you say the Injil taught this, this, and this, right? Mm-hmm. You're giving me the impression that you know what the Injil taught and what it says, what it is.
It's just the gospel.
Right, but you're saying that the gospel taught that Jesus taught people to come to Islam, that's what he was saying. Mm-hmm. All right. And so when I ask, okay, where in the gospel does it say that?
I'm just like what I was trying to say is like it was guidance and light to the people.
Yeah, but not to Islam though.
I don't know, just to the people of that time.
Yeah, but it doesn't say guiding them to Islam.
It's just a guide to, even the Quran is guidance and light.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, but my thing is that Islam didn't come until Muhammad came. Islam was not the religion of Jesus.
So like I said, all the prophets were sent to the people of that time. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I'm just trying to phrase it again. The Injil was sent down to Isa, to the people for guidance and light, to know their creator, to know, you know.
But what specifically about their creator? What did he teach? Because these are general things. Every prophet taught things about the creator. What was the news and the message that Jesus taught? What was that? And before you answer, I'm going to ask you, how do you know? So if you've never read the Injil, I think the honest answer would be, I don't know. That would be the honest answer.
I do know, because like if you remember yesterday that I was telling you that all the prophets, one of the evidences of to proving that Islam is a true religion and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a true prophet, is all the prophets that came in that the Quran stated, they all came with one message.
Right.
And that message is guidance and light.
I like that. Yeah. We can touch on that today.
Okay.
So that's a claim. I remember you saying that, and that's a claim. Now, how do you know that that's actually true? How do you know that Jesus's message actually did line up with Muhammad's message?
That's what the same thing that the ayah is telling us, 546, that is to clarify to us Muslims of now, to clarify and accept and to know that Injil was sent from God. It's just not someone just sit down and write it down. It was sent from God.
Well, it was written. It was written.
Guidance and light.
Wait, but that doesn't spreading Islam.
And you just read it.
That doesn't.
You just read it in that ayah.
Listen to what I'm asking, because that doesn't answer my question. My question is, how do you know? Like, I understand that there's a claim being made that Jesus and Muhammad were on the same page. They taught the same message. How do you know? How can you verify that Jesus did indeed have the same message as Muhammad, that Muhammad lined up with Jesus? How do you verify that?
The Quran told us.
Yeah, how do you verify what the Quran is telling you?
Because everything in the Quran is a word of God.
That's not an answer. I understand you believe that, and that's a claim. But you know what I'm saying?
You can't just go to your instructor or your teacher and be like, how your teacher's trying to tell you something, and then you're trying to force him to tell you evidence, and then he'd be like, okay, this is the evidence I have, and then you're trying to tell him to tell you how did he know that answer, and he's telling you that it's according to whatever research, that's the whatever he got it from the book.
So
right?
you're trying to force him. For example, let's say I have a book, right? I have a book today. I call it the reminder. Let's say I have a book today in 2024 that I wrote myself, and I call it the reminder. And in my book, I say that this book lines up with what the Quran says. That it has the same message of the Quran that Muhammad came with in the Quran. How would you verify that my book is telling the truth? That it does indeed line up with the Quran? How would you test that and verify that claim?
Because already the Quran told us that we had prophets that came before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and all the prophets, they came with one message. They came with a message to the people, and then the Quran told us that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last messenger.
Right? Very good.
So he's the last messenger, and then the Quran told us that there were 24.
Well, that has nothing to do with this. So if I'm saying that I'm a messenger and my book confirms the Quran, it lines up with the Quran, it has the same message as the Quran, how would you verify or judge if I'm telling the truth? If my book is telling the truth, how would you judge that?
Evidence.
Okay, and what is an evidence that you would look for that would show you that I am either telling the truth or I am lying?
So are you trying to say that if you are in the position of Jesus?
No, I'm just saying I'm a new prophet. I'm a new messenger. I'm claiming this. I'm saying
before or after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So how do you judge that I'm lying?
Because if you have the message, we would know. Like, you bring the message and you be like, okay, this is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this book, this reminder, this new book is this, and this, and it confirms the Quran. How would you judge if I'm telling the truth?
Well, in being a prophet, there is no hidden factors that you be like, okay, if you are a prophet, there are a lot of signs that people know that you are a prophet. Number one, the book that you're given to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The sign that I'm saying, the sign of my book, the sign of my prophethood is my book. And my book is a sign because it confirms what came before it, namely the Quran.
If you are a prophet and then you claim to be a prophet, a true prophet, if you were a true prophet, by whatever you say, people will see evidence by what you're saying.
So what is that's what I'm asking. What is an evidence that you would use to judge if I'm telling the truth?
Just like I just said, everything you're saying, your evidences.
All right. Let me just give it to you. So you know how you said that Muhammad's the last prophet. There's no prophets coming after him, right? Yeah. How do you know that? The Quran, right?
Yeah, the Quran. Yeah.
So the Quran tells you that. So if someone else comes after Muhammad and says, "Hey, I'm also a prophet. I'm a new prophet. I have a new book, and it is in line with the Quran," you would say, "Wait, no, you're not in line with the Quran, because the Quran says Muhammad's the last prophet. So if anybody is coming saying they're a last prophet or they're another prophet with a new revelation, that's a lie based off the Quran."
So, right? You know, with the prophet, sometimes or most of the time they can be able to they can be able to say what can happen.
I know, but do you get what I'm saying? I think you're missing it. I think you're missing it. Do you get what I just did?
Well,
it's going over your head. This is crazy.
like I said, and I will say it again, if you are a true prophet.
No, did you know? Wait, don't say that again. Did you understand what the example that I gave you?
Not really.
So no, you didn't. It's okay. I mean I don't know what else to do. So this is what I'm saying. Spreading Islam. Wait. Just listen, please, because I need you to understand what I'm saying. Because I don't like we're talking past each other. If you want to verify something, like if a new book comes and is making claims that it's from God, that it's in line with the past books, the way that you verify it is you use the past books and see if this new book actually does line up. Do you get it? Mm-hmm. So when you say that Muhammad came with the same message as the previous prophets, how do you verify that? You go back and you read the message of the previous prophets to see if Muhammad lined up. So when you say specifically now, Muhammad lined up with Jesus, the Quran lined up with the Injil, it came with the same message. How do you verify that? You use the Injil. You go back to the message of Jesus. You read the Injil to judge and see whether or not Muhammad is telling the truth.
Why do I have to go back? Why do I have to go back to go and to see if Muhammad is telling the truth? Because whatever he said, I have already seen and believe that he is the messenger and he was sent to us. So that Isa alayhi salam time and the book has nothing to do with me. If I want, I can go back and read it, but it has nothing to do with me.
It has everything to do with you. Watch this. Watch this.
Let me tell you something.
Wait, let me read this verse for you because it helps you.
So the surah.
Wait, spreading Islam. Let me.
46 states that
spreading Islam. Slow down. You asked me a question. Why did you have to go back? And I thought I broke it down very simply, but let me show you that even Muhammad had to go back to verify his own prophethood.
Yeah, that's him because he was revealed. The Quran was revealed to him. I mean, like I said, when I was 2, 3, 4, 5, I was growing. I was taught the Injil and the Torah and whatever, but I don't have nothing to do with it. All I have is I have my book. That's what that matters to me for right now.
So
right? Let me tell you something again.
Is Muhammad your best? Is Muhammad the best example?
I have 2 ayahs.
Wait. Stop. Because you're saying a lot. You're not being able to,
So Surah 546 states that.
Wait. Spreading Islam. Slow down. Relax.
Okay.
Let's make sure that we have an understanding of a point. Okay.
Okay. But you are
slow down. My God.
Okay. I'll just keep quiet. Listen to you for now.
Good. That'll be best. Is Muhammad your best example?
Yes.
So good. That's all you have to say. So if Muhammad had to go back in order to verify his own prophethood, how much more should you? If Muhammad had to do that.
Well, the Injil is not the only thing, or it's not the only book that I have to go back.
I agree, but that's just what we're talking about right now.
Truth or not.
I didn't say that. I understand. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
We're talking specifically about the Injil right now. I understand there's other things. Right now, I'm focused on the Injil. So if Muhammad even had to go back, I'll read the verse. So if you are, this is chapter 10, verse 94. So if you are in doubt, O Muhammad, about that which we have revealed to you, then go and ask those who have been reading the scripture before you. The truth has certainly come down to you from your Lord. So never be among the doubters. So for Muhammad to clear up his doubts and verify his prophethood, he had to go back to the previous scriptures to check.
No, he doesn't have to.
If you are in doubt, O Muhammad, about that which we have revealed to you, then ask those who have been reading the scripture before you. That's what it says. He had to go back.
Does it say if?
Yes. He had to go back.
Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling him that if he doesn't believe him, Allah, and he already believed Allah, he already believed that Allah sent him as a prophet. So he just, and even
he had doubts. You didn't know that Muhammad had doubts?
Like that. Even, no, wait, there are a lot of verses like that. Even in the Quran, Allah has mentioned many, many times that if you are in doubt, go check this, go check that. You know, we don't have to check it to believe. And then, if you go check Surah 3, number 3, Surah 3, verse 3, it also clarifies that the Injil is a book. My sister, I'm the Quran and the Torah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
What?
I understand. We're at a limit to where it's not like we're talking past each other. So I'm gonna just have to move on to the next guest. Okay.
Okay. All right. Bye.
You have a good day. Let's bring up the next guy.